share, copy link. I need to go back there and do these gas giants. Start over here. Then we gotta do that one. I just said that one, and then we gotta do that one. I forgot you could do gas giants. Well, I think you can do gas giants. I know you can do everything else. Paste. And then there's that. And then I need to go here. And then see 16. What is this? Perfect. Alright. Alright. Now we gotta... Wonder how many signatures of life I'll get on that one planet showed life. Where? Over there. Where we going? I need to build some height and climb up because we gotta dive into it to avoid the ring. But once we do that, wait, no. It was here. I wonder how populated that nav beacon is, because I need my fighter to do anything there. But I mean, I could technically do it in this, but it's just the weapons I have on here aren't that great. I'd rather avoid combat while in this unit. But the benefit is I'm not carrying any cargo, if I'm right. I have 2 limpets on me. That's all I have. As long as I don't have anything more expensive than that, they won't touch me. They may stop me to try to find out if I have anything on me, but since I don't have anything on me, I should be fine. Let me look and see, where's that ring at? What is that glowingness? What is that? Oh, it's a space station. That's right there. Alright, now kill all my speed off. Oof. So it's halfway, so we'll start like that. And then we're gonna switch to the back side.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Where else could I land one if I could somehow land one right there? Would like to land one, hopefully that's the right spot. Yeah, that one landed in the right spot. I want to land one right there and right there. That should. Like that. That actually should hopefully be is right. If we're gonna get. Yes. Damn, that one's lower than I meant to, but that size. Damn. Okay, well, let's see, that's the edge, so let's put one there. And then we'll pull one. Oops. That should be fine, actually. Perfect. Now we gotta move to a ring world. Oh yeah, this one doesn't have any rings. This one's gonna have rings. We did that one already, and then finally we got that one to do. And wait, did that say that's the one that has life on it with ammonia-based life? That's gonna be interesting to see what we can, what that pops up as a reading. To start out high and then dive in. Alright, let's go ahead and dive in. I'm pretty sure that we should be out of the ring, but we might end up being dead middle of the ring. Just have to find out when we get there. If we are, we can pull off and re-engage. Not too much trouble. Yeah, this is why this takes so fucking long to do. But if you just continuously do this, and then you'll sell all the data you collect, you'll make a buttload of money. Whole lot of money. But this has got a lot of planets and shit in this solar system, so it's gonna take some time. Think about going back to sell what I'm earning from this right here, right now, just to see how much I get from just I want to say three separate system scans. No, two. I only have done two. Yesterday, I did 6 and earned almost $1 million. And I'll be honest, I sold to somebody who I want to be in closer to planets like this. Allows me to be a bit more precise. Alright, well, first things first, realistic one. Right angles. That's gonna be the problem, is that ring. And the sheer size of this fucking ring world. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get one on the back side. See, that's gonna, right there's gonna catch the ring if you, wait, hold on. You see where it's gonna catch a ring. We'll say about there is gonna be mid-back. But then we're gonna also put some just beyond the back side on. Yeah, see, let's go catch ring.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Yeah, that's gonna be my problem right there. I thought I hit that right there, so I kicked it too far. Now, how could I hit that without catching that ring? That's gonna be a miss right there, isn't it? So, could I kick it the long way around in that direction? I should come out over here, hopefully. Let's see where that comes out at. No, hit closer to the middle than my original shot did. Damn, this is hard. Where's the... I'm gonna hit. Damn. Alright, then there's... Problem is the ring. I mean, I could reposition on the backside of it. Let's see what this one gets us. If it doesn't get it, then we're repositioning on the backside. Okay. Got it. Oh my god. And we gotta do that one, that one, that one, that one. It's a little planet here, that one, and then all their moons. We've already done all the moons along here, but we gotta do that one real quick. Well, that took a lot. Oh, wrong button. But that took a lot longer than I expected. It's a lot here to do, so.
Raxler, to the jewel that burns on the brow of the mother of galaxies, to the whisperer in witch space, the siren of the deepest void, the parent's grief, the lover's woe, and the yearning of our vagabond hearts. To Raxler, alleged toast of the Dark Wheel. The legend of Raxler has been circulating in whispers for centuries. The quest for this mysterious place, the location of which is a deadly secret, was said to be the principal aim of the Dark Wheel, a putative fraternity of legend chasers from the early days of interstellar travel. The earliest recorded mention of Raxler dates from 2296, from the Journal of Art Tornquist, a shipboard mechanic based in the Tau Ceti system. He writes, Cora comes home, soused and raving with wild stories, a new one every night. She claims she's found a map to some pirate stash, and all I have to do is loan her my ship so we can go dig it up. maybe we should go find Raxler while we're at it. Although Tornqvist's account is the first known attestation of Raxler, it is clear from context that the myth was already in circulation. It is extremely difficult to find consistency among the various fragmentary rumors of Raxler. Much like the ancient myths of Atlantis, El Dorado, and the kingdom of Prester John, interpretations of the story range from the skeptical to the outlandish. Raxler has been suggested to be anything from an unremarkable moon to a state of cosmic enlightenment. The earliest documented stories tend to agree on several points, however. That Raxler is a definite place, and that it holds a mystical secret. Several versions of the Raxler story mention an alien artifact, the Omphalos Rift, described as a gateway or tunnel through which parallel universes can be accessed. These
Surface scanned by 50%.
details, however, were later shown to bear a striking resemblance to the children's story, Princess Astrophel and the Spiraling Stars, and soon lost credibility. Undaunted, some Raxler seekers insisted that the story's author had cunningly concealed facts about the mysterious locale in his book, as hints for those with eyes to see. Students of Raxler lore have noted that the legend exerts a strangely potent fascination on the minds of seekers. Commentators have compared this sensation to Fernway, the uncountable longing for a place one has never seen. More than one interstellar treasure seeker has become obsessed with Raxler to the exclusion of all other dreams, and spent his or her entire life in a futile search for it. Raxler also plays a role in several conspiracy
Surface scan complete.
theories, most of which attest that it has already been discovered by some kind of sinister cabal, or sole tyrant, which has leveraged its power to establish covert dominance over humanity. Whatever the truth of the matter, one thing remains irrefutable. The legend of Raxler continues to inspire explorers and conspiracy theorists to this day.
Well, that was interesting. What was that first thing they mentioned? One with the dark wheel? Yeah, let's find out who the dark wheel is then.
The Dark Wheel.
Oh, they're out there, all right. I've never met them, but I know they're out there. Think about how well known the stories are. Now think about how easy it would be for some two-bit band of hucksters to pass themselves off as the Dark Wheel and start trading on their reputation. Doesn't happen, does it? Not for long, anyway. Whenever someone tries to usurp the Dark Wheel name, sooner or later they get quietly shut down. And that's how I know.
Felicity Farseer, Explorer. The Dark Wheel is the name given to a legendary group of adventurers, explorers, investigators, and treasure hunters, the existence of which is so lacking in corroborative evidence that it is generally considered a myth. The group is often mentioned.
I just gotta really quickly say that this is really nice that they allow you to do this. I can sit here and fucking be scanning planets like I have been for the last couple hours and just be listening to the lore and the details of this game without having to like wait to find this shit. I just listen to my codex pretty much. It'll tell me everything.
Unsubstantiated Raxler. Those who believe in the existence of the Dark Wheel consider it to be a continuous and clandestine organization, operating since the very earliest days of interstellar travel. According to the law, only a handful of the bravest and most competent pilots of each generation are honored with an invitation to join the group. It is a futile attempt to contact the Dark Wheel on one's own initiative. However, it is always they who initiate contact, initially in disguise, revealing their true identity only once a suitable test of courage and skill has been discreetly administered and passed. Opposing theories assert that new members are selected on the basis of lineage, with existing members covertly training their children and revealing the fact of their membership only when the child is ready. Conversely, some members are believed to go to great lengths to prevent their children from ever becoming involved, since the group's secrets are dangerous. According to the self-professed Dark Wheel expert Lita Crane, a conspiracy theorist and people's journalist,
Heidi.
who has
Hello.
painstakingly assembled an archive of relevant data, the original group was based in a disused starport, orbiting the 8th moon of an unnamed gas giant. The station was a toroid, hence wheel, and operated with a minimal power output so as to avoid detection, hence dark. Crane believes that this starport is still in use, and is the only means whereby the genuine Dark Wheel can verify its identity. New inductees can examine the records and artifacts preserved there, and thus satisfy themselves that the group has indeed been operating for centuries. No such starport has ever been found, however, and rival experts have accused Crane of forging her evidence in order to maintain the revenue from her billions of followers. Over the years, many people have claimed to be members of the Dark Wheel, to have identified some or all of the group's members, or to have discovered the group's
It's
location.
a really long
The
flight just to get to
contradictory
this.
nature of these claims suggests that most of them, if not all, are untrue. In 3300, a group identifying itself as the Dark Wheel emerged in the Shinrata Desra system, which is not accessible to pilots of lower than elite rank. It is not apparent if the group is a legitimate descendant of the original Dark Wheel, a reconstruction, or merely an opportunistic imitator.
That reminds me of something that's real. It's called, oh, something moth. Anyway, so back in the mid 2000s, all over the U.S., a bunch of posters started appearing of what's it, corporation?
Corporations. The grandest system.
But anyway, so of these, they're kind of like a coded poster, which they like relate to huge groups of people trying to get into figuring out how to decode them. Which the deeper you got into decoding them, the more wild and weird they actually became from what you thought they were. And eventually people started to stop talking about them and this and that. But as the story goes, it was some sort of recruitment effort, and nobody really knows about for what, because anybody who was recruited has never actually stepped forward to explain to what it was. And a large chunk of the research pages that people were like public forming and creating online to use pretty quickly were took down, and so there's only the small initial stages still left up, so the rest of it's not really there anymore where you can look into it. But they're posters of moths, and they had something on them, I don't remember, but yeah, that's kind of like what the Dark Wheel thing is actually reminding me of.
Society of merchants in the universe. Self-applied description of the East India Company, 1600 to 1708. Corporations. Introduction. During the centuries in which humanity was confined to a single planet, corporations were naturally limited in size and influence, like fish in a bowl, with access to a finite quantity of natural resources and a relatively small arena in which to compete. Corporations could not achieve their full theoretical potential. But with the advent of interstellar travel, the fishbowl became an ocean. Corporations could access and exploit entire planets for their mineral resources.
Okay, I just gotta say this.
And expanding.
I'm gonna have to do the math on this, because whatever my highest speed I hit is what I'm gonna do it on. Because right now we're going 470C, which is 470 times the speed of light. Like that's the fastest I think I've ever flown this ship in a straight line. Now 500C. But that's just how big the area is I'm in right now. It's just a huge, widespread area, and this is considered deep space. So 500, that's what we're going to leave it at, 500C. Let's go ahead and screenshot now, so I can at least remember that. That's
Population
pretty fast.
colonizing system after system, meant a growing customer base. To the governments of the time, the potential for corporate growth was both thrilling and terrifying. Commercial prosperity meant increased tax revenue
How
and
fast is
higher
that?
employment figures, but also raised the worrying prospect of security fleets that could rival the official militaries. It seemed inevitable that the largest corporations would, in time, become the equivalent of nation-states in their own right. With the old restrictions gone, there was simply nothing to stop them. Today, this vision has been partly fulfilled, with several corporations.
That's a lot. I can't do that. There is actually no way for me to figure that math out. We're reaching numbers that I don't think exist. 500C is a number that there is no way you could write on a single, like, I mean that literally. You could not write that on a piece of paper. Because I had to Google to remind myself how far 1 light year is. 1 light year is 6 trillion miles. 6 trillion miles. You're above a Googleplexian, and that's the largest number in existence with a name if you're going 500C. That's fucking fast. That's why I like this game, though, because it just puts these things out there in front of you that when you start to think about, you're like, oh yeah, I've kind of hit some number. Like 12,000 right there are light seconds. Like, hold on. If I go 1 light second. How far is 1 light second? 1 light second is equal to 186,000 miles. It's actually 186,282.397 miles. That's 1 light second. And the total distance to this was actually over that number in the total distance and light seconds I've had to travel here. And I hit a top speed of 500 Cs, or 500 times the speed of light, which is a number so big that you probably would take a good 4 or 5 pages just to write down. Like full front and back piece of paper to write the full number down of however fucking fast that actually is. I do not get that numbers. And to think that that's there. This is me literally going from, hold on. At a time. That's literally going from up here down to here. Which is from this section, I was over here, crossing diagonally to this. I'm gonna drop my speed down to cruise control. And it gets crazier, because really quickly, I could... oop, wrong button. Galaxy map. We're not even gonna go that far. So, like, we're over here, right? Zoom way out. Like, alright, we're just gonna leave this zone in the farthest direction opposite to it. So, let's go here. Why not? Alright, let's see. The first place I can click on. First one. That one right there. That is going to be 9,000, basically 10,000 light years from where I am sitting right now in this universe. And that's just jumping to there. That's just going to there. And 1 light year is 9 trillion miles. And to think that we have all of this, like, everything here. That's a star. Let me reset my system map now. But, that's ridiculous.
BARK. Tech.
Let me make sure we're going to the right one. I'm glad that I passed it, because I've been bad to slam into a gas giant. I guarantee that's one of them bots. Yeah, it is. The Vark Tech. I can't remove bots, and that's annoying. That's probably like the main reason I want to switch to Twitch, because at least there I have control. You know what? Let me change my direction real quick. We were talking about this earlier today. AJ, you didn't realize that there were the rings on these belts are actually made up of a bunch of space debris, pretty much. All right. There should be a mine within this one. I think there is. I know there is up here. Well, there's it. There they are right there. High. There's an extraction site. What's that one right there? High. Just looking for one that's not going to be too chaotic right there. We'll go to that one. So this is what we were talking about earlier about these rings being actually entirely made up of individual rocks, like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of rocks that are, some of which are massive, like the size of the moon in actuality. Like they talked about in that video being a planet-sized object in Rift Apart. They mean that. Like, it's huge. And really, we have pretty good evidence of that in real life, of a satellite that we actually had go pretty close to a ring, and you could really see the detail. And not including just that, but like the Hubble Space Telescope can actually get in good enough views to where it can actually see that kind of detail on these rings. So we gotta see, we're coming directly at a ring. You just gotta get right in here, and come on. I don't like how close. I think I hated this. Extraction site. Yeah, here you go. There you go. You see all this? This is what a ring is made out of. And then over there's the gas giant. This is a ring.
LOL nice.
We'll go up to that one right there. We can't get too close to it. So you see the size of that thing. That's like twice the size of the ship I'm in. But then if you get around on the front of this ship, you can see right there, there's me inside that ship, which is already a massive ship. But then that's twice the size of the ship. Like, it's not like powder. Alright, now here comes the fun part of wanting to leave. We basically gotta boost ourselves out of the mass range of this, and considering that for one, we're not a light ship. For two, we're in a ring of tons and tons of rock. Alright, now we can go.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
And where's the planet at? Hold on real quick. Ooh, shit. I fucked up there. I was looking for the planet. Where is it? It's gotta be this way. The ring's going that way, isn't it? No, that means it's over here. Where is it? Ah, there it is. It's funny how you can miss an entire planet. Okay.
Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Let's go and build our distance up real quick. And then spin back around. Come on now. This is a big ass planet. I think that's gonna be bad, actually. Yeah, it's gonna be on top of that one, so I really need to put one like that. And then we'll just go ahead and go on it out, like.
Surface scanned by 50%.
This is how you make quick money. By quick, I mean a little bit more time consuming, but it's way easier than certain things. Because at least I'm getting to do something. So, one of my other methods is the bounty hunt. And then you normally end up just sitting at a beacon for 30 minutes waiting on people to come through. Alright, we can stick one about there. We can stick one. Where's the edge at? Right, so about right there. See what those two do. There's somebody leaving the ring right there. That's a person. Let's hope they aren't a pirate trying to intercept me. Okay, so with that being the center, we could just go about that far off from that. Let's hope that gets there. I know for a fact if I do the same thing there, I should be able to get that one. Only thing I hate about these plans that have rings on them. Yeah, see that one laying in the middle of something that's already been zoned mapped. I will probably get gravity locked. That's gonna be my guess on what happens. Not yet. Yes. Come on, we're almost done with this thing. The problem is this thing's also massive.
Surface
This.
scan complete.
Aye, aye. Now the easy part. All the moons. And then we're gonna do these two. I know. You're like, why? Trust me. My goal is to get this one a better ship. That's the only reason I'm willing to sit here and do this. Because then it'll make making money a hell of a lot easier. But right now, it's kind of, we have three options. Cheap cargo transport, which is the bum of the world worst, more boring option. At least with this, I get to experience a new thing every time. I bet that this is going to be a 4 probe. Oh, that's more than I expected. Let's see what my efficiency is. I thought it was going to be a 2 probe. This thing looks tiny.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Perfect.
Surface scan complete.
And then now the next one in the list. But we should get a decent payout. Oh my god. What is it gonna be? A twofer? Alright, so let's see. Like that. That should be correct. I'll do these two ones a bunch so far, because there's a bunch of moons that are only a twofer. But I've been scanning a bunch of gas giants, so
Scanned by 50%.
that should be 100.
Surface scan complete.
Yeah. There's 4 humans on this one. The last one had 8. Oh, this is coming easy. This is really what a twofer is, because you see these two are linked like that, so that means these are in orbit with this. But you see this one's not connected to the straight line. It's right hand hooked to that one. So if I go to my orbiter, and zoom all the way. Yeah, I can't figure out how to do this right. But, oh, wait, let me fix that. I do not like the orbiter. You'll see when we get there. So this is 2 stars in the same system with their own sets of planets. So these stars are orbiting each other, while these planets are orbiting their stars, while these are orbiting these. While, if you look here, this is orbiting this. But this is connected in a straight line, so this may be further out. This is connected towards here because it's actually further than those two out, but it's actually orbiting this. So this moon of this gas giant has its own moon, which is an ice body. Yeah. Confusing as fuck, but enjoyable. Okay, so you see, if you look, there's 2 dots there, and they're basically side by side. It's because they're in the same plane. They're right against each other. Now that could either, like I said, actually that could mean 2 things. It could be either A, they're orbiting each other while orbiting the main giant, or B, they're on the same orbit plane. But normally they're orbiting each other while on the same orbit plane, and that's where it's weird. But then there's another one, which is extremely, extremely rare. And ironically, despite how rare it is, the only known visual one we've ever seen in real life happens around Jupiter in our own system, where these 2 moons, their orbit planes cross at one point, like every few years. I can't remember how many years it is. But what happens is when they cross at the specific, so like they always cross. They cross a lot. That on the orbit plane wise, but they'll only cross at the right situation every few years, to where they actually swap orbit paths from the gravity of each other. So like these 2 may like this, and then suddenly they'll hit this point where they're like this, and then yeah, you can see if I look at that one, there's that path, that orbit, but then that one's orbit path is bigger because that one's stuck in orbit around that one, and because of this one getting pulled into this one, the orbit path is smaller. Yeah, weird shit. This should be a 4 probe one, so we'll send one like that. Send one higher there. One like that there. One like that there. Swap to this one. That's going to be a 2 probe because it's a smaller one. And then we'll find that boundary and send one like that.
Surface scan complete. Surface scanned by 50%.
Dang, did I really screw up a 2 impact? That's wow. That's been a while since I screwed up a 2. I mean, either way, I'm shooting from pretty much max distance here, but I can't believe I screwed up a 2. They're the easiest ones. I did what? Okay, there. I was gonna say that I did screw it up again. And that's all on this one. Now we gotta go hit this gas giant up.
Va SF Tech.
But simple enough. What happens is every so often, oh, this has got water-based life on it. What the fuck? It's a gas giant with water-based life. That's odd. It's a weird combination. But by the way, just clarify this: gas giants are mostly gas. They're not all gas. And normally, as the theory goes, that in the middle there's a smaller planet-like object that is solid, and then the gas is just the ash and destruction around it that is, well, gas. It's your gas and debris. But because of the amount of gas and debris that surrounds it, that's like 70 to 90% gas of a whole planet, and so it adds up really quickly to where how much gravity it's going to have. So you wouldn't fly straight through a gas giant, and even then, I don't think you'd really want to attempt to fly through a gas giant either way, because there's no telling what it would do to anything, like at all. There's really not a exact answer to that question. What would happen if you went inside of it? In certain places, like certain claims says that Jupiter has acid rain and things like that, and some of the most severe storms known, like the Eye, isn't exactly an eye. Like, yeah, we all have heard the story about the Eye of Jupiter, but it's not, just a formation. It's a hurricane that is hundreds of miles across that just doesn't end. Okay, so if we do one slightly further and then slightly less. Slightly further, slightly less. Slightly further, slightly less. Slightly further, slightly less.
Surface scanned by 50%.
And then slightly further. And slightly further. If I queued those correctly, that should get us what we need. Ooh, I messed that one up. And then I messed that one up. Yeah, dang it. I hit that one on cue.
Surface scan complete.
Aye. Let me look. Wait, hold on. I didn't check the numbers. I just want to see what the numbers were. Is it because I'm flying past the gas giant? This planet's gonna assume I want to land on it, but I don't really want to land on it. This moon. What even is the ratio on this one? 4 probes? Alright, sounds good to me. Boop. Boop. Boop.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Yoink. And now to the next planet. Once I finish this up though, times it 11, wow. Once I finish this up though, we are definitely making an immediate return trip to my main place. Ironically, it's not even the home galaxy got created now. The place I'm going is where my friend's set up at. Okay, fire. Let's extend that one a little bit less. That one a little bit less. That one a little bit less. So fuck that first one up.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Alright, that means we can set that one as our next destination. Turn towards it. Begin accelerating into the blue. Really quickly, galaxy map. See, my home galaxy is... No, that's Con. Johnson's Lighthouse. See, there's Cerritos. Cerritos is where I'm at. There's where I'm going back to. Cerritos is down there. But down there. Apad, however you say that, it's Cavi down there. It's mine, but as you can see, the one Cerritos is closer. And so, I'd much rather just return to Cerritos, sell what I've got to Cerritos, then go all the way down there and spend multiple jumps just for me to not be even as close to allying with them as I am over with the other one.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Man. The total payout, though, is the reason what I'm doing this for. Because of the fact that in this galaxy map there are... You know what, quicker way to tell you. Quicker way. There is a total of 38 bodies, like planets. Well, technically 36, because it counts stars. So there are 36 planets in this area, including moons. So, scanning all of those combined with what I scanned every fucking galaxy on the way here should bring out a decent payout. Should, as in quotations. If it doesn't, I mean, it's a little frustrating, but I can't exactly be mad, because I might have scanned one I already scanned, but I wasn't quite sure if I scanned it or not. So, and that was another one that had a decent number in it, and it took a couple hours. This one I spent a lot of time talking about different things and showing different things in. So I could have already had this one done, but I wanted to more focus on talking. And it's also another thing, is this one's a little bit more spread out. There's a lot more distance in between everything than there was in the last one. That one I thought that might have scanned or not. Oh, come on, we're almost there. Oh, I gotta make sure I'm coming in the right angle. I just gotta get on top of it, shoot straight up, come down from the top, hit it a few times, come back around from the bottom, hit it a couple times, and then it should be done. That's gonna be my strategy for these gas giants now. Okay, just gotta get on top of it first, though. No, and then we'll put one there, and then we'll put one there, and then we'll close the gap in, and we'll put one. Where's that edge? We'll put one there, and we'll put one there.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Perfect. Let's go ahead and hit right there real quick. One, hit one like that.
Surface scan complete.
Perfect. Yeah, that's gonna be my new strategy. I've been testing strategies with these things because they take so long to do. Oh, perfect. That one's right at the edge of this ring. Mm-hmm.
Surface scan complete.
Now these last two larger planets are going to be easier than what we just have been dealing with here. Oh, which way is that? Oh, it's right over there. Oh, shit. Well, we gotta be careful about this angle of attack because we are right up against that ring. I'm actually kind of trying to hurry up at this point just because I don't want to do this all fucking night. Drop my throttle, go ahead and go into this mode. Should be a 4 probe, so we'll go 1. That looks pretty even, so we will set this to our next location as fast as possible.
50%. Surface scan complete.
Yeah, that's normally how I do it. I just get them thrown at it and move on because they're pretty quick to do. This is a 2-part. Okay. Get as close to middle as possible, and then about there. Ooh, that's fucked. That's fucked. That's fucked. Please don't be fucked, but I'm pretty sure it's fucked.
Surface scanned by 50%.
It's gonna hit far right, isn't it? No! I got middle! I thought I completely botched that.
Surface scan complete.
I thought I hit it because it's funny because you think that sliding it over to the very end of the slider is gonna be the middle, where in actuality, that's gonna put it towards more the opposite side of the backside. It's kind of really weird how that works.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Fuck, I knew that was gonna do that. Alright, we're just gonna place one there, and that should get it. Yeah, that first shot I fired wasn't even intentional. I hit the wrong button.
Surface scan complete. Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.